They have no names. They have no faces. They operate in the dead of night, where the only thing their enemies hear is the click of a safety being turned off. This is the SAS, the most elite special forces unit in history. Their motto is simple: who dares, wins. It's a philosophy that has guided them through the darkest corners of the globe for over 80 years. But where did this legend begin? To find out, we have to go back to the burning sands of North Africa, 1941. The world was at war, and the Nazi war machine seemed unstoppable. But a young officer named David Sterling had a radical idea. He didn't want an army. He wanted a ghost unit. Sterling's men didn't use parachutes or heavy artillery. They used heavily armed jeeps roaring across the desert at midnight. They attacked Nazi airfields, destroying hundreds of planes while the pilots slept in their beds. They were the original long-range desert group. In just a few months, this small group of rebels destroyed more enemy aircraft on the ground than the entire Royal Air Force did in the air. Hitler's commanders were terrified. They were fighting an enemy they couldn't see and couldn't stop. To wear the winged dagger, you must first survive hell. It begins in the frozen mountains of Wales. They call it the fan dance. Candidates carry a 60-pound burgeon, a rifle, and 2 liters of water. They must march 24 kilometers across steep, jagged peaks in under 4 hours. The weather changes in seconds, from blinding fog to freezing rain. Many men collapse from exhaustion. Some have even died on these slopes. Those who survive the mountains are sent to the jungles of Belize. This is the jungle phase. For 6 weeks, they live in a green hell where everything wants to kill you. Venomous snakes, tropical diseases, and constant humidity that rots your skin. Here, they learn to track enemies, set booby traps, and disappear into the foliage. It's not just about strength anymore, it's about mental steel. The final test is the most brutal: resistance to interrogation. Candidates are captured, hooded, and forced into stress positions for 36 hours. They are blasted with white noise and interrogated by professionals. They can only give 4 pieces of information: name, rank, number, and date of birth. If they break, they fail. Out of 100 world-class soldiers, only 5 or 6 will stand at the end to receive their beret. April 30, 1980. 6 armed terrorists storm the Iranian embassy in South Kensington, London. They take 26 hostages, demanding the release of prisoners in Iran. For 6 days, the world held its breath. The police tried to negotiate, but on the 6th day, the terrorists murdered a hostage and threw his body onto the pavement. Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher gave the order: send in the SAS. In front of live TV cameras, black-clad figures abseiled from the roof. Explosions shattered the windows. Using stun grenades and MP5 submachine guns, the SAS moved through the building with surgical precision. In just 17 minutes, it was over. 5 terrorists were dead, 1 was captured, and almost all the hostages were saved. The world had never seen anything like it. The men in black had arrived. Today, the SAS remains the blueprint for every Tier 1 unit on the planet, from Delta Force to the Navy SEALs. They are the silent professionals, living by a simple truth, that victory belongs to those who dare. If you want to see more untold stories of elite forces, hit the subscribe button, because the shadows always have a story to tell. Who dares wins.